Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Home Studio. Do you like coastal decor? I do. I love coastal decor. And today I'm making 3 easy peasy but not cheesy pieces using items from the Dollar Tree. So let's get right into the video. Number 1. This is a shelf sitter. Here's what I used to make it. I was going through my scrapbook paper because I have a lot of it and I was kind of coordinating it by seasons, and I had that sand piece and I thought, oh, I got to make something with that. I have a bunch of shells from the Dollar Tree and from other places. This is from the Dollar Tree. I think it came in a 3-pack, and the beaded garland is as well. I just have some picks that kind of look grassy, kind of like beachy. This, I have like 10 or 12 of them. I don't know. A good friend of mine, Lacey from Lacey Space, gave me like 10 of them. So I vowed to use every single one of them. And I have some chalk paint in the color Lagoon. I have some acrylic paint, folk art in pink frosting. And I have the yellow acrylic paint in the color Lemon Custard, and that's folk art. Here's my inspiration. We went to Hilton Head, and yes, I bought a coffee cup. I have a million of them, but I couldn't pass that one up. It was my inspiration. I'm like, I would love to make something with those shells and those colors. And so this is what I did. I get my inspiration from weird things like coffee cups, pillowcases, you name it. And yeah. But I liked it so much. Like I said, I bought another coffee cup, another Hilton Head coffee cup, and yeah. So I was just kind of playing with that. That's what I do in the beginning. Wasn't sure how I was going to put this together. And as you can see, I'm just placing pieces down and kind of, getting my mind focused on what I'm going to do. After I had that kind of all set, I just painted the starfish yellow in the larger shell pink, and then that little itty bitty shell, I painted that blue. And I did paint the top and the sides, but not the bottom. So I'm taking this scrapbook paper that looks like sand, and I'm just going to trace it on there. But because I couldn't do it because it was the front was raised, I had to take a little piece of tape and kind of tape it on so the paper wouldn't move. I didn't rip the paper. I just placed it on very, very lightly, very gently. And then I took a pencil and I went around it. And then when I cut it out just ever so slightly larger, just in case. You never know. I always do it. I have this Aleene's glue stick from the Dollar Tree. They're selling them now, and I like it a lot. You really can't see where you're putting it on, though. Not like the purple stuff. I like the purple stuff. But I think this one sticks better. So I am just putting that scrapbook paper right there on top. And I'm trying to push it down with my brayer. And then I take my, oh yeah, then I realized. I told you guys a long time ago, I'm trying to finish the back as well. So yeah, I saw that sticker on there. I'm like, oh, I have to remove that. So I did. Then I took my rotary tool and I cut it out. And then I took my neo file and then I sanded the rest of the little pieces off. Now I have this greenery that I just had in my stash. Like I said, it looks kind of beachy, wispy. I think it's like, I don't know, boxwood and I don't know, some other piece of something. And I'm just pulling it apart, and I clipped off all the ends. And now I'm just going to kind of glue it on. But you'll see I'm playing around with it because I'm picky. I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist to myself in my own mind. So I pick them up and I move them around. And yeah, I'm also trying not to burn my fingers on the hot glue. Yeah, and I had to walk away and get my spatula. I forgot my spatula. I have a little cart with all my, I craft in my kitchen, so I have a little cart with 3-tier cart with on wheels with all my little essentials that I use, like my scissors and my, extra glue sticks and whatnot. I'll show you one day. I keep telling you that, but I will. I'll show you one day. It's excellent. When I'm done, I just throw everything back on my cart and I push it out of the room. So, yeah. So now you can see I'm just kind of playing with this here, trying to fit it all in. Then when I get it the way I want it, I'm just going to hot glue it down. If you do make something like this, I would not use hot glue. I use hot glue all the time for the purpose of this video, but I really should start using, E6000 or super glue or something like that, because this, I don't know, it might not come off because it's sticking on paper, but it could. The shells will, because there's not enough surface to really put a lot of glue on them. But if they do come off, what they'll do is they'll rip the paper. So it's always best to make it permanent if you want to make it permanent. Yeah, I just left that sign on there. Catch Me by the Sea. Oh, and I put a little pearl on that shell there, and this is how I decorated it. And I love this piece. I think it's so super cute. It reminds me of my coffee cup, which I love. Okay, number 2. This is a little trinket box, or could be a little shelf sitter to your tray piece even. That little box from the Dollar Tree. They have the square ones and the round ones like this. They're just cardboard. I have this little turtle from the Dollar Tree, this turtle garland. I have a bunch of shells. I have some sponges from the Dollar Tree. I have some chalk paint in the color moss and hazelnut and cashew. I have some pearls that you can get from the Dollar Tree, some rope, and some jute. Okay, so now I just took the turtle, I cut the beaded garland off. I'm going to use that on another project another day. And then I wanted to do something, fill that hole up there because, I don't know. I don't think that would look so good, and I didn't know what to do. Put a pearl on it, put a bow on it? No. Anyway, I just put some hot glue in there and it worked like a charm. So while that's drying, I took the lid and I gave it 2 coats of the hazelnut, and I also gave the bottom, the 2 coats of the hazelnut around the sides and the bottom of the whole thing. But I did not paint the inside. Then while that's drying, I just took some moss chalk paint and I painted the turtle. And I only gave the turtle 1 coat, and I made sure to get the sides really well. There's a lot of little grooves in there. And a little tip is go to the Dollar Tree, buy a makeup brush, and you can like smush the paint in there. It works really well. I just didn't get my, I have one, I use it. I just forgot about it until I was in the middle of it and thought, oh, I should get my makeup brush, but yeah, too late. Okay, so I got this little sponge packet from the Dollar Tree. They're really cool. And I just cut a little piece off of it. And now after that's dry, I just take the cashew and I'm just kind of like pouncing it on there. And I did it really light on the lid at first, and I was like, it's okay. Then I started doing it heavier, and then I liked it. I liked the texturized look of it. And so I went back and put more on the lid. And then while that was drying, I put cashew on the turtle just a little bit. Actually, kind of a lot of it. I was going to wipe it off, and then I kind of liked it, and then I thought, oh, now I'm going to put some hazelnut on it. So I just pounced a bunch of hazelnut on that, and I really, really, really was happy with the way it turned out. I wasn't too sure at first that it was going to work. Okay, that's drying, and now I'm just taking this rope, and I'm just going to glue it right around the center of the lid. Now the end is a little frayed, so I just kind of smushed it together, put some hot glue in it. Then I clipped this off on an angle and then put some more hot glue in there and kind of smushed it together. Yeah, see, I forgot my little spatula again. It was in my cart, so I had to go grab that. When I walk away for a split second, it's because I forgot something, but it's just like just 2 steps away from me. Okay, so now I have the lighter, and then I'm just getting rid of all the little fuzzies because this rope and the jute has a lot of fuzzies on it. Okay, so I have my E6000, and that little key there is a toothpaste key. I love that. It works really well. You get a 3-pack from Amazon. I don't know, I think they were like 10 bucks or something. Really cheap, and they work really well. So I put that on there, and then where the E6000 was not, I put a little bit of hot glue for the temporary hold. And I thought it needed more, so I put another piece of rope around the bottom. And then, of course, I did the same thing because it was frayed, and I kind of cut it off on an angle, smushed it together, let it dry. Then I took my lighter, got rid of all the little fuzzies. And I got these, I believe they're from the Dollar Tree, the little teeny bottles with the little teeny shells. So I'm going to put 2 of the little shells together. Then I'm going to put a little pearl on top of them. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, the turtle, when I put the hot glue in there to put in the little hole at the turtle, it worked like a charm. You can't even tell. But if you do something like this, make sure that you get off the little glue webs, because when you go to paint it, you'll paint the little webs. And I did. It's no big deal. You can just pull them apart, but then you have to use your fingers, and then it gets messy. So anyway, then I put the other little shells on the other side, and then I thought I didn't like the rope being just so natural like this, so I took a little bit of that cashew chalk paint, and I just went around the rope on the top, on the lid, and on the bottom of the box as well, and that made it perfect in my mind. I love this. Probably one of my favorite summer projects of all time. And I just threw a couple little stems in there, and isn't it cute? And it was so easy to make and so cheap to make, like a couple of bucks maybe. And see the turtle, how just pouncing the different colors on there just made it pop. Okay, last but not least, number 3. This is a wall hanger. And here's how I made it. I have this board from the Dollar Tree. I have some words. I did not use those. And I have the fish that comes in a 3-pack. The shell comes in 3-pack. I have the rope, all from the Dollar Tree. The scrapbook paper was from Walmart. I have some ribbon or some burlap, antique wax, and just white acrylic paint. So what happened was, I'll be telling you while I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm just painting the shell with the white acrylic paint, giving it a whole coat, the whole piece. I was on vacation. We went to Hilton Head for 2 weeks, and for I think it was 4 straight days it rained and thundered. We had thunderstorms, and it was windy, and we couldn't do anything. And how much shopping can you do, really? So I went shopping to Walmart and the Dollar Tree, and I bought some stuff so I could craft. Nobody was there. It was just me and my husband. So that's what I did. And I had to buy a glue gun, yeah, but the things that I bought, like the acrylic paint and the antique wax and all this stuff, I'm going to be able to use. The paint brushes, the glue gun, and the glue sticks, obviously. The glue gun, I bought a fine tip glue gun. I don't have one of those. So that's what I did. It worked out like a charm. So as you saw, I painted the shell with the antique wax. I went over it and distressed it, and I did the fish on the opposite side. And now I'm taking the paper here and I traced it to fit on this board here, or the sign from the Dollar Tree. And one piece of scrapbook paper will cover this whole piece here. So I just measured it out, cut it up, and put the glue stick on it. Of course, I didn't have my brayer. I wasn't going to buy one of those. I didn't buy anything expensive, and I had scissors here, so that was good. But I did have to buy the glue sticks, which is not a big deal because they were cheap, and I use them a lot. So I just spliced those two together, and you really can't see because I put the shell in the middle and it kind of hides the line there. And I don't have a ruler either, so I'm measuring it with my pin, or my pen, I should say. So I just cut 2 pieces of the burlap ribbon and then glued them on the back. I did put a couple little teeny dots on the front to keep it down, but I wanted to glue it on the back and pull it tight, and not the front, because you'll see the hot glue will seep through. And then now I'm just going to take and style it. So I didn't use the front of the fish. I don't know. They looked kind of mean. The fish did. I thought they did, or they didn't look happy. So I flipped them over. So I'm just gluing them on. The one fish on top, shell in the middle, fish on the bottom. Yeah, the thing about these fine point or the fine tip glue guns though is you have to really keep on, squeezing that thing, because as you can see here, because not a lot comes out. But I like that because I do have a need for a fine tip one. Okay, so I took some buttons and I popped them in the middle there. Yeah, see, I didn't have my mat or anything. This is a beach towel that I'm crafting on very carefully, not to get any glue or paint or anything on it. That would be terrible. So I took another little piece of the burlap and I'm just going to dovetail both sides. I'm going to make a bow. This is like the easiest bow in the whole world. Took some jute, a little piece, wrapped it around the middle. I was kind of trying to hurry too, just in case the sun came out. But on the 4th day, the sun came out, and then some of my kids came in, and then it was beautiful after that. Nice and hot, but it was great. And it did rain intermittently here and there for the next few days, but it wasn't a complete wash. We were able to go to the beach and the pool and all that kind of stuff. It would just come through and then go away. So anyway, yeah, I just love how this turned out. It was super simple and super easy and very quick to make, because like I said, I just wanted to make it real quick. And then now I'm home, and now I kind of put all the pieces together. And here is the whole shebang. All of the pieces that I made today put together, or in the video today. And I also have some other pieces that I'm going to share with you if you're not familiar with my channel. Here's kind of some of the other things that I do. And I thank you for watching. I hope I've inspired you. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and hype, and all that good stuff. And I'll be back very soon. I have a faith-based Christmas in July video coming, and a Temu haul coming up, and a butterfly video. And with all that being said, you have a beautiful and blessed week. I'll see you soon. Bye.